Hey guys, just a quick look here. We're at this cool Air BnB area. So before we start talking about our review here for the first episode of Wednesday, just a little thing here. Got to be a bit of the scenery, because obviously we're not going to be moving around while we're talking about it. We got a little bit of groceries, a little bit of yummies here and there.
Yeah.
A little mini microwave there, a little mini fridge. We got stuff. I just found out that this got all the little coffees and stuff for the coffee maker and all that. So.
Yeah, very nice place.
Alright, on to the review.
What do we say is was it glamping?
Yeah, glamping.
Yeah.
Yep.
Highly recommend it.
So on with the review, guys. Hey guys, you're watching the review Sanctum where everything and anything may be reviewed. And this time we're in this cool new location that I just showed you a moment ago. So yeah, we're going to talk about the first episode of Wednesday, which is a Netflix series based on the character from the Addams Family. But this time, she's more of a teenager. She's adjusting to this brand new school and this new life and everything and all the stuff that happens. So, you know, the family's creepy as always. And apparently Wednesday has a... Oh, no, that was in the old school. And so, like, basically, you know, they always have a little thing before the show actually starts.
Yeah.
The intro and all that. So, like, at some other school, her brother Pugsley was like, bullied by some guys and shoved into a locker. And when she found out who they were, she dropped piranhas in the pool.
All the kids got away except for one of them. And,
which is, I guess, the main aggressor.
Yeah, more than likely. And the piranha kind of bit him in a very sensitive area. And as Wednesday put it later, the world is better off because now we doubt that he will be able to procreate. Or he might have more trouble procreating.
Okay.
Oh,
so that kicks off the show as now she's taken to Nevermore. It's like Nevermore Academy or just Nevermore High School?
I forgot the second part too, but it's just pretty much a boarding school for outcasts and other people that have vampires and werewolves.
Which also happens to be where Gomez and Morticia both went and where they met and all that stuff. There's like a history there. And the show's pretty old by now. There's like 2 or maybe 3 seasons up by now.
I think the second season just finished up. I mean, we always wanted to see some of the show. We just never got around to it. So we're just starting it up. And
yeah. So warning for spoilers if you guys haven't seen it yet, because you know. But anyways, you can go on with the plot and stuff.
So first episode here, or I guess more like a preview into the series. It kind of felt that way, you know, like a pilot kind of. But as mentioned, Wednesday was at, you know, a regular school and Pugsley was bullied. She got revenge on the bullies, and now she's forced to go to a boarding school. She has to do mandated therapy sessions because the parents are going to press charges for attempted murder, as they should. Oh my gosh. And so Morticia and Gomez decided to send her to this boarding school that apparently that they went to when they were younger. But of course there, you know, Wednesday doesn't want to conform or, you know, be in that school, or in general she wants to escape. She almost does at one point, and also she finds out when Morticia did threaten her and say, like, you know, if you try to escape or try to leave or run away, we're going to know about it. And it's because Thing is sticking by her. Thing is following her. But Wednesday caught Thing and threatened Thing, and now Thing is working for her. And he's going to try to help her escape.
And I guess the principal also knew Morticia, so he's trying to keep an eye on her to make sure she doesn't get away. They got her in mandated therapy sessions. The therapist also knows to watch out for her, that she might get away and stuff like that.
And she technically did.
Yep, technically did. So lots of things happened. During a fencing class, she met this nerdy dude there, and later on, when she was trying to escape from the therapy session, she met this guy at this diner.
Yeah, like a little coffee shop. Yeah, she helped him fix the machine. And he was going to help her out. You know, she tried to bribe him, but he was going to help her out. Then these 3 boys from wherever,
like a pilgrim type show or something.
Yeah, they work in another place where they dress up like the pilgrims, and of course, you know, Wednesday made her a little snarky remarks, which I think is a nice throwback to the second
movie?
The second Addams Family movie from the 90s.
Movies?
Yeah, from the second one, where, you know, with the thing with the they were doing the Thanksgiving thing with the whole pilgrim thing, and how Wednesday did make some comments in reference to the pilgrims and what happened and all of, you know, the history of that.
Yeah.
So they did try to attack her, which is kind of like douchey, and she ended up beating up all of them. And then later on...
Well, the sheriff guy shows up. And the sheriff happens to be the father of the guy that was helping her, you know, the
that
talking
worked in
machine
the
and all
shop,
that.
yeah.
Yes. And then we find out that he never liked the Adams family. He recognized her as part of the Adams family because apparently Gomez Adams is wanted for murder.
Well,
and all that.
Or either something happened where he's probably connected to a murder, and you know, it's like, you know, one of those things where like maybe the proof or the evidence wasn't there. You just gonna assume, oh, that person definitely did it. You know,
that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So he has something against Gomez and I guess all the Adamses in general. So now she's back at, you know, they take her, she goes back to school after escaping the therapist because of that little incident in the shop that kind of halted things for her.
Yeah. So and there's
a carnival or something
big
like
carnival
that.
Event
That she said that all of the students of the school have to go to because it's mandatory. And she had got her plan in action with the, you know, her to try to escape. But something happens. We'll get into that in a bit. But she, you know, something's off, and she sees that student, the nerdy student. And she goes to try to help him and tell him that, you know, so you're in trouble, you're going to get hurt and all that other stuff. But it turns out he was trying to hurt her using his,
like,
whatever,
magic powers or telekinetic powers.
Whatever he has for his outcast thing.
Yeah, because the outcast has actual, like, vampires, werewolves, looks like Medusa type people, because they were called the Stoners. One had little snake things, so I sympathize Medusa. And I brought the other one.
Scales. So she said there must be sirens.
Yeah, and she also, we don't want to forget real quick, she has like a quirky, super happy, cheerful, colorful roommate. Like the exact opposite, but she's also a werewolf. But so far, the only she could do is just like lash claws, but she can't like turn full werewolf. Yeah,
and it's upsetting to her because like she said, she could kick out her pack. She won't be able to find a mate and all that other stuff based on her situation. Of course, Wednesday wasn't very sensitive to that because she don't see what the big deal is. But ignoring all that, going back to the boy, it turns out that boy wanted to hurt Wednesday.
Kill her.
But she was right, because of something that happened decades ago, she said like 25 years ago, and his mother, before she passed on, said that someone would try to come and harm the school or burn the school or whatever it is.
Everyone inside
and it's something he saw in a book, and the person resembled Wednesday. So that was his only reasoning, really. Yeah. And he get attacked and killed. Just like Wednesday.
A big monster thing, so.
Yeah, and so Wednesday ends up staying at the school anyway because of all the weird stuff that's happened and how dark she is. Yeah. So one thing in this series too is that Wednesday has visions, and we don't know why. She hasn't shared that with anyone yet.
Yeah, it just started. So if she bumps into certain people, she starts seeing visions and stuff based on, I guess, stuff in either their lives or what's going to happen. And everything. So
and that's also kind of what happened at the beginning with Pugsley. After he was bullied, she knew who the bullies were because she had the vision of what happened to him, and she went after those bullies and put the piranha in the pool. Yeah, and also due to Wednesday, being Wednesday, part of Adam's family, so they talk through a crystal ball with their parents, so it's like, will he be alone for a week, then we'll see how it's going and stuff. Yeah, because apparently the rule is the parents, after your first week, you're not allowed to have any contact with the child until after that first week. Yeah, so the thing is, people have been trying to kill me. People have been trying to kill me. My father may or may not be involved in murder. There's a monster attacked and stuff, and right in front of me. So hey, I might like it here. Yeah, she wants to know. She's like, I hate to admit it, mother, but you might be right. I might actually like it here. She smells all creepy and stuff. So like I said, there's the vision thing. So like throughout the episode, you see she has visions of here and there, and stuff happens. Like I said, the thing with Pugsley, she saw the bullies who harmed Pugsley. The boy that was trying to kill her, he saw, she saw that he was going to be hurt. She saw him in she sensed it, and she went after him to try to warn him, and that's when he attacked her, and then he got attacked and was killed by something that is also attacking other people within the woods. Now the sheriff, like I said, he has a thing against anyone that goes to the school, and now that we know that he has a connection to it because of Gomez and with whatever happened there. So it's like he wants to prove that anything weird or all these killings that are happening is connected to the school.
Yeah.
Connected to their school. So I guess the main thing here, we got to figure out who is actually doing the killing. And of course, it's not going to be the school. The school is going to always be the red herring of the series,
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. And also the people in the main town, they think lowly of these students or the people that attend this facility anyway.
Yeah.
So we will see what happened. Oh, and earlier Wednesday was almost killed because a gargoyle was almost pushed on her, like off the building, and she got saved by someone that actually knew her. It was apparently his godmother and Wednesday's grandmother were friends at some point.
Yeah. And
Wednesday saved his life when they were kids because he was about to get cremated in the coffin with his dead godmother.
No God, yep.
And Wednesday hit the button to stop the thing from cremating him.
So another thing about the show, another theme they're kind of going with is, of course, the whole teenage rebellion phase and all that stuff. Is that I guess more Morticia than Gomez, but Morticia kind of wants you to grow up to be like her and go out and get married and have a family and stuff similar to what she did and everything. And in a certain way, I guess Gomez also wishes she could be a good fencer and all that stuff. She was kind of complaining about that too.
Yeah.
But Wednesday wants to just go out and just, I don't know, do her own thing and not have a family, not be a fencer.
Yeah, she just want to be her own person. She wants her own identity. She doesn't want to be a mini Morticia. She doesn't want to be a mini Gomez. And in a way, I can see that as being a bit relatable. Cause when you grow up, for some parents
to follow in their footsteps.
Yeah, or want them to be just like them. And there are some kids that go through that. And you got other people whose parents are like, let them choose their own paths and all that. As long as it's not destructive or bad or anything like that. So in this case, that's how Wednesday is feeling. Now, I am kind of curious where this will go. So I think we will definitely be continuing with this series. But there is one thing I can think of offhand, and maybe this will change later. I really don't like the way they are portraying Pugsley so far.
Yeah. They made him into like a little wimpy little bitch.
I know. It just felt so off. I guess because we're spoiled because of all the other portrayals we've seen of Pugsley and Wednesday and how they kind of work like a team together. I couldn't imagine Pugsley getting bullied and him not going after, not being the one to go and both of them going after the one that caused that did the bullying,
Yeah, and not only that, but Pugsy's just weird. Like in movies and stuff, it's always like she's trying to kill him, and he's either too naive to understand, or it just I don't know, sheer luck, or just because M's family are kind of weird.
They're weird in
a way. I'm surprised that he was legit, and that's the thing. He was bullied in the locker, and due to his previous portrayals, I thought he was gonna be like super happy, like, oh man, these guys are awesome. They threw me to the locker and everything. This school is great, but no, instead he actually was like legit scared and crying and shaking and all that. I'm like, that's not
so off. Even in the '60s show, I couldn't imagine that Pugsley.
Yeah, like I said, he would be more naive to it, but he wouldn't be like shaking and crying and stuff. Like that's
as a matter of fact, they would be. I could see them being like, working together to get back at those bullies.
That would be like Gomez kissing on Morticia, and she's like, "Will you stop?" Like that.
That's not happening. So yeah, it's Pugsley. I hope whatever they do, they really fix that. Especially when they were leaving Wednesday at the school, and he wanted to give her a hug. He said, Wednesday, you will you will fail, or not you will fail, but you only have 2 more tops that you can do stuff without me. That just feels so off.
Yeah, that's weird.
But it is a different portrayal. Blank slate is something new, so we'll see how they will hopefully change Pugsley to be more of a normal Adams. I don't know how to put it or how to say
Another
it.
thing about Wednesday, I do like that when she did a fencing thing, she was fencing this, I guess, top fencer of the school, and they had a contest, and Wednesday got the first win, she got the second win, and then to make it a tie, it's like, this is the real deal, no mask, remove the tips, and whoever draws first blood wins, and the girl agreed. And I'm kind of glad that she did actually cut Wednesday, and that Wednesday lost, because the thing is, at first I was beginning like, okay, Wednesday's got, I know we're watching the show, I know it's her show, but she's got too much like main character, almost a Mary Sue energy, like because Wednesday knows everything. She knows all the languages. She knows how to fix coffee machines. She knows like martial arts skills. She can escape places. You know, so it's good to see her not be completely perfect.
That's
and you know, be taken down at least a notch. You know what I mean? Because I know we like the character, but you can't make him too perfect because then you're gonna get sick of him.
You get sick of him, bored of him. Yeah. So here's hoping the show, you know, continues in an interesting direction here. Maybe we'll figure out why and how she's having these visions. Maybe the term pose and stop being such of a wuss. I mean, oh Lord.
Yeah, that part got me.
Yeah, that was the main thing I hated. So yeah, like I said, well, I guess there isn't much more you say about the first episode. I guess. Oh, what do you like? What about Morticia and Gomez's portrayal? Like,
it's pretty spot on.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I also feel they did a good job. Gomez looks more like straight out of the original comic strip.
Yeah.
That's how he was kind of drawn in the comics.
Yeah, like kind of that short, stocky look.
Yeah, because I remember they had like a CGI animated movie sometime back, and they were drawn more like how they look in the actual comics.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So there are a lot of complaints because everyone is so used to like I forgot the name, the guy who played him in the live action show.
Oh,
the original.
John Astin.
Yeah, they're so used to how he looked.
I was about to say Sean Astin. That's a something.
Yeah,
yes.
but anyways, you know, this is how he looks like in the original comic strip and everything. So they're good portrayal. And
you
they're
know,
all over each other and all that.
You know, back in the you know, the older cartoons, like the Hanna-Barbera ones, they had him kind of looking like that little stocky actual Charles comic look. So
yeah,
they had that too. But of course, you know, we got used to Raul, Julia, and John Astin, and you know.
Yeah.
But it's interesting seeing them, and I look forward to seeing more of them too, just to see their interactions a bit more and see how they portray the characters. Morticia, I'm kind of mixed on a bit, but I'm more curious about Luis Guzman's Gomez. I'm really curious about that. Because when I think of Luis Guzman, I just think of other kinds of roles, especially like those tough guys in a prison type role. Oh, wait a minute.
Well, I mean, he's potentially wanted for murder. So
he could have potentially caused a murder, so never mind.
I don't know. Yep. So anyways, guys, wraps up with this episode, the review Sanctum in this very awesome BnB area.
Yeah, we're glamping right now.
Yep, glamping and everything. It's almost like camping, but we still got, you know, the devices and things. And
electricity, and
USB
AC,
ports.
and
I don't think when you go camping, there's no USB ports. No.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, there we go. So it's Margaret Rodriguez signing off here.
And this is Ninja Jupi on the Jupi channel. You call me Wendy. We'll see you guys later, and hopefully for episode 2. But who knows? Maybe we'll do a few more reviews during our little vacation here.
Yeah, or other places. We're going places. So
yeah, we are. Who knows? Maybe we'll review Titans.
Yeah, we'll get back on that. Anyway, see you next time, guys.
Maybe not.